Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Sister Fantastic and it's a sunny day here in Savannah, Tennessee, and today I'm going to be showing you my foundation routine, and so let's get started. Alright, first of all, I've already cleaned my face, so I'm going to put on some toner, and I have a restorative toner here that I got in my Ipsy bag, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but it looks like Epise or something like that. So anyway, I just want to put a little toner on, a cotton ball here, and we're just going to bring some restoration to my skin. And if there's any little bits of makeup that are still remaining, you know, from after you cleaned your face, just so get this off. Any little bits of oil that are around your nose or on your chin or in that T-zone area that so many of us women, you know, experience that with. Any blemishes that are there, you know, on your skin, it'll just kind of help bring some balance back to your skin and prepare your skin for moisturizer. So alright, that only takes a couple of seconds, and so now we're ready for moisturizer. And today I'm going to be using this Vaseline Dual Action Alpha Hydroxy. It's a petroleum jelly cream. And there's some really good ingredients in here. Petroleum, glycerin, and so forth. And I don't know if you all know this or not, but Marilyn Monroe used to put a thick layer of Vaseline on her face underneath her makeup and maintain that youthful look. And so I like Vaseline products. I don't use straight petroleum jelly, but this this lotion here, it smooths and softens and exfoliates, and so there's a lot of good properties here in this moisturizer. It's not sticky or greasy. And anyway, I have some oily spots on my skin, but I also have some dry places too. So anyway, I just put this all over and just let that absorb into the skin. Take it down on the neck, a little dab on the ears, up into the eyebrow and the forehead area, all the way up to the hairline. Don't forget to get on your upper lip, around your mouth. And we're just going to let that absorb for a minute or two, and I'm going to talk to you. Last night was, we celebrated my birthday last night. My husband made arrangements with some friends of ours, and they did a little like a chili supper, and there was a homemade birthday cake, and it was beautiful, a spice cake with cream cheese frosting, and oh, it was so yummy. And it was just a small group, you know, there were only 8 of us, but it was intimate and casual and very heartwarming. They gave gifts and showed me a lot of love, and I just really enjoyed my birthday. Now, I'm 57. November the 10th was my birthday, so I'm 57 now, and I am fighting old age. And so anyhow, I'm doing my very best to take care of my skin, to keep it moisturized, to wash off the makeup at night, to present myself, you know, in the most youthful way possible. And so that just requires a good skincare regimen, and of course the foundation routine is very, very important, because you can have the prettiest eyeshadows and the prettiest lipsticks there ever was, but unless the foundation for your makeup is laid, you know, in a way that helps you know, protect your skin and preserve your skin, you know, from the elements, and to help with the skincare, you know, then you're not really doing yourself any favors. So anyhow, we've got a lot of good products here today. I've got this beauty cream here. It's a BB cream, a benefit cream from Sassy and Chic, and it's got some good properties in it. Also have Clinique, the Super Balanced Makeup. This is a foundation that I've used for years, and I love this. It's 100% allergy tested, 100% fragrance free. You can get this at any, makeup store, any department store. And I use the O2 Naturel. It's a neutral color. So anyway, we're just going to mix these two ingredients on the back of my hand here. And I'm going to get this on. Now the BB cream, it helps bring some brightness to the skin, but it also helps prime the skin. So I'm skipping the primer today. And you can see that there's two different colors here. It's sliding. But anyway, the BB cream is the light color, and then the foundation is that more tan color. So anyway, I'm just going to take a foundation brush here. And I have this one from e.l.f. This is just a regular foundation brush from e.l.f. And I'm going to just mix these ingredients, these two creams right here together. And this is going to give me that base that I need. And this is going to provide a medium coverage. I have a lot of freckles. I don't know if you can see them or not, but if I get close. And I've also have some moles on my face and some blemishes. And so anyhow, I have splotchiness. And I need a pretty good bit of coverage to, even out the skin tone and cover up some things and balance things out. So anyway, we're just going to dab this all over. Put a little dab on my ears and down on my neck. Get that scar underneath my chin. I told y'all about that in my first video where I fell down a flight of stairs as a teenager. And my mother bandaged me up. Okay, and then I have a dampened beauty sponge here, which it's like doubled in size since I dampened it. And this is great for taking the foundation all over the skin, and we're just going to press that into the skin. And that BB cream is going to help the foundation to settle down on my skin and not crease up and not, settle down into fine lines and wrinkles and so forth. So anyway, I just dab that all over. And then I'm just going to turn it around and use this end right here to get around my eyes. Take it up to the hairline. The ears. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do a little, if I look down you can see that I've got circles and bags underneath my eyes. And I have some Amuse concealer. It's a color corrector and concealer. Try to get this in here where you can see it. And there's several different shades here to choose from. And for the circles, they're kind of purple looking. So I want to use anything that's got like a yellow tone to it to cancel out purple. So I'm going to go in here with this middle shade. And I'm just going to dab that right on in. Under the eye. And concentrate on those purple circles. And we're just going to lightly press. We don't want to put a lot of pressure on the tender skin that's there under the eye. And you can layer this up. You can build it up. Put 2 or 3 layers on if you need to. And it really helps. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the lightest shade that there is. This looks like a banana color, a real light yellow. And I'm going to put that right on top of what I just did. And we're going to brighten that area even more. Now you want to blend this out. Take it down from the eye area down onto the cheek. Extend it out up onto the sides of the nose. Now, I used to never have to wear concealer. Never bothered with it. But it seems like in the last, oh, I don't know, 10 years or so, it's been dark circles and bags underneath my eyes have been a concern. So I felt like it was necessary to start using concealer. And the first concealer I ever bought was in a pot. And it was real thick and it worked really good, but you had to be careful because once you put powder on top of it, it could get kind of cakey looking. So I find that these lighter creamy concealers, liquid concealers, they work best for me. And I don't know about you, but I'm always on the hunt for a good concealer. Alright, so while we're here, I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer, which is a matte eyeshadow primer. And you really want to use eyeshadow primers and concealers that are going to matte down for you, because you don't want any kind of shininess drawing attention to these areas that you're trying to cover up. And see, I have some veins up here, and this eyeshadow primer is going to help my eyeshadow stick too and keep that makeup, you know, set all day long. So I'm just going to pat that on all around, and you can take it down around the base of your eyelashes, you know, where you put eyeshadow there as well. And just pat that in, spread it out, get it all over the lid. Okay. Now you see, it looks better, but I still have, you know, those bags. So I'm going to take some of this BB cream, just straight up BB cream, which this is like a really, really super light color. It's like a white color. And I'm just going to put that in there on top of what I've already done. And I found that this really brightens up the eye area and helps conceal at the same time. So this isn't really a concealer per se, but because it is such a light creamy color, it blends right on in, and it really helps. And by the time you get your powder and everything on, it sets really good. And you feel like you've got some good coverage there. Alrighty then. Now it's time for some good old setting powder. And I'm going to start with the eyes first. And now you need a good translucent powder. A mineral loose powder works really good. There's several brands that are out there that work really, really well. But I'm just going to use this loose powder that I got called Beauty Face by Santee. Here's the cap where you can see what that logo looks like. And it just comes in a little pot like this with some, you can see how it comes up through the the holes. And I'm just going to use an eyeshadow brush that's got a flat, and I'm just going to go right up in here where I just set down all that concealer and that primer, and I'm just going to kind of set that down. And I'm not going to really bake this area, and I don't know if you know what baking is, but baking is where you can go in with like a lot of powder. Like you could take your beauty blender and you could just really cake it on there and let it sit for, 10 minutes or so while you do the rest of your makeup. And but it has a tendency to kind of set down in your fine lines, and as you age, you really don't want to draw attention to those areas any more than you have to. So I've found that this works best for me, especially for under the eye area, because that's where most of my fine lines are anyway. So anyway, and then if you have to go back in, with a little bit more, you can. So what you want to do is just set this down and try to get rid of any kind of shininess and just help that concealer to bond with your skin. All right. And then you can go in with some setting powder for your face. And so today I've got the Clinique. It's a foundation powder in the 02. And so this is what it looks like. And you can see I really like this stuff. So hit pan on it, and I'm just going to take a powder brush. This is the AOA Studio High Definition brush. You can use it for foundation or for powder. And I'm just going to go right in here and just get this T-zone area really good, right around my nose and my chin. And this is where the foundation might try to slide off of your face. These areas right here that are kind of oily, or that have any kind of moisture that pops up on your face, like when you perspire. Alright, and then we're just going to just lightly get some of these other areas. And just get this foundation just to set down. Set down! Tell it to set down. Don't stand up, but sit down. And this is a good combination, the foundation with the powder from Clinique. They work hand in hand together, and they give that really smooth finish to your skin, and you just covers up your pores really good. And if you have any kind of texture on your face, it's not going to highlight that. And alright, so now let's do a little bit of contour in here. And I've got this Malibu Glitz compact powder here. And this is a medium shade. And a contouring brush from AOA Studio, and you can see it's got this is the number F3 high definition brush, made in the USA, and you can see it's got an angle on it, so I like to use this because it gets in the crevice of my cheekbones here, and we're just gonna bring some definition. Take that up, and so you just kind of imagine like a line here from your ear down toward your mouth, but you don't want to go any farther than the outside of your eye. And then you want to go up like in a triangle shape. So that's the area you want to get. Take it up. Just kind of have the most of the product right here on the back part of your cheek. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. And then if you got a high forehead like me and you want to kind of shadow that some, you just take it across the forehead. And then contour the nose. I like to go down the sides of my nose right here. And I've found that if I use a cool toned powder or shadow, you can use whatever you like. Ooh, got some kickback there. Anyway, this kind of helps bring the right kind of color or the tone to your skin. And it brings a slimming effect to your face. And my nose, I feel like my nose is kind of puffy right there, and I want to try to slim that down some. So that's why I contour my nose, and we'll highlight the center here in a minute. Alright, and then I'm going to use Clean Color Tanned Rawr, R-A-W-R Shimmer Bronzer by Clean Color. And the Shimmer Bronzer is a fairly light shade. So we're just going to take that same brush that we were using for the contouring, and we're just going to bronze the face up a little bit. Because I'm kind of pale and I need a little color. So we're just going to go over some areas to the skin here, the outside of the perimeter of my face, and just kind of warm things up. Down onto the neck, and give my skin a little bit more color. All right, now we're ready for blush. And I have this beautiful blush by Clean Color, Airy Minerals. It's a loose powder blush with SPF 15 in it, and here's what it looks like. And it's in a little pot, and this is the shade Petal. So you can see it's a real pretty corally pink, and this stuff is really pigmented. So I'm going to take my AOA Studio F4 brush. It's high definition brush. It's kind of rounded, and we're just going to barely dab in this. And just kind of oh, look, there's a squirrel right outside my window here looking at me put on makeup. Ha, that's funny. Okay, so we're just going to put on a little of this blush. And I like to go with pinker tones. I feel like they make me look, more fresh, younger, youthful. And I like peaches too, but the pinker side of blush. Alright, so we're just going to kind of buff that in. Maybe take a little on the temple here. Alright. Now, I've got to get some glow. Get some glow. And I have a beautiful loose powder here by Be Good Geo Girls. And it's a loose powder, and it's in the color Lunar. And so it's a loose powder, and it has really a lot of sparkle to it. Like a, not really glitter, but just a real pretty sparkle. Alright, and I'm going to use this brush today by Crown. This is a Crown brush. And it's real soft and loose, and I got this in an Ipsy bag. So I like to use it. And just take a little bit of that. And we're just going to hit the top of the cheekbone. And we're just going to carefully apply that. Woo-wee! Look at that. Look at that glow. Top of the nose here. Alright. Let's get the other side. That is pretty. So if you like a pink shimmer, you would like this. This is really pretty. Get the Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to use this same powder and go in here at the top of my brow. Give a little lift there. Alright. And with a little bit that's left, just maybe a little dab on the chin, maybe a little dab on the forehead. Y'all feeling the glow? Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Alright. Okay, so we've done everything that I need to do as far as foundation is concerned, and so I got a good base here to work with. I'm going to begin to do eyebrows, eyeshadow, you know, lip gloss, lipstick, whatever. Excuse me. And I've got everything that I need right here in this foundation routine to move forward with. So I'm really happy with, you know, the way this turned out. It works for me, and I just feel awake once I get my foundation on, and then I'm inspired from that point on, you know, to get into the colors and get really creative. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this today, and I hope that you all have a great day, and take care of yourself, and we'll see you in my next video. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and click on the little bell so that you can get the notifications. Click like, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and comment in the comment section. Let me hear from you, and let me know, you know, that you're here and that you're supporting my channel. I appreciate your time today. All right? God bless you. Bye-bye.